Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I'd like to show you a car that we recently acquired. Come on over and take a look at it. This happens a lot to us in our business, in that we'll meet clients, we'll buy one car from them and then a second car. This is actually the third car that we bought from this local guy. He and his wife were downsizing and in fact moving down along the Chesapeake Bay to a home they're moving to for retirement. And he had three British cars, which I purchased all three. He kept a fourth car to play with, a little Bug-Eye. All of his cars were the same in that they were older restorations with some paint imperfections, but mechanically very, very strong cars. He did a lot to his cars. He took care of them mechanically, and he drove them quite a bit. So all of them were very strong drivers, as is this 61 Healey. It is a BT7, so it's the four-seat car. The main thing I want to point out, the paint is over 35 years old, and it's difficult to take photographs of this, but in numerous places in the paint, there are the tiny little bubbles that appear. They are not rust bubbles. What it is, and we see this a lot in older paint jobs from a certain time period, it's bubbles coming up through usually the primer, I believe. And it's in different places in the car. But I want to point that out because it is what it is. He never had anything done with that. He took the car to shows and enjoyed it quite a bit. It's kind of cool. He's got the mirrors on the car, the stone guards, the driving lights. All the chrome and everything is in very nice condition. The grille is very nice. All the center grille, the 3000 emblem. Please take the time and watch the driving video where we drive this car. We do a starting video for you and of course a driving video. The work we did on the car when we received it, we put a fresh set of Vredestein Classics on it, so they're brand new. We also had bled the brakes and gone over the brake system. The front calipers are relatively new on the car. They were done not too long ago. Speaking about the front of the car and suspension, this car did have the steering box changed out to rack and pinion steering. That was something you could get that done on these cars, and it was done on this car. It does change the steering. It's easier to steer, and it tracks nicely. So, and you'll see in the chassis pictures underneath, it has rack and pinion steering. Other than that, it's a very original car. The original motor was rebuilt within the last 10 years, a complete overhaul, and it runs beautifully. Good oil pressure, it runs cool, pulls really strong, just a nice driving car. Coming along the side, the car, all the places where Healey's corrode, this car is in nice condition. It's all metal along here, metal on the rockers, and at the critical dogleg joint back here. It also has a beautiful full stainless steel exhaust, which on the black car just looks gorgeous and sounds really cool. Going to the interior of the car, very nice. A little patina going, but overall, it's in that, it just looks really neat. It's nice and soft. There are no wear marks on the seat. Of course, there are no tears or rips or anything. It does have a replacement steering wheel. I mentioned in the driving video, with the steering wheel, it no longer has the turn signal indicator or lever that would be here, so he moved that to the center of the dash. That's what the flipper switch is over there in the center. He did a lot of little improvements to make the car more serviceable and drivable. Has a newer style electric fuel pump. Like I said, the rack and pinion steering. And just a neat car. Overall, the condition is very, very nice. Coming over here, we have some things exhibited. I don't think the convertible top has ever been on the car. He did not drive it in the rain. So we have a cover. The side curtains look brand new. The plexiglass is very clear. Of course, we have both of them in excellent condition. We have the full tonneau cover, which has all the correct pieces in it to keep it, the battens, if it were a sailboat. It has this to hold it in place. This is all of the metalwork for the top, of course, with refurbished cloth, and the top itself. I don't know that's ever even been on the car. Excellent condition. The rear window is clear with no marks or anything. So we will take photos of the top in place. We did a lot of the photos of the car with the tonneau in place, so you can see that. The trunk area, as you would expect, is nice and clean. There is an older car comforter that comes with the car. We also took pictures of some local shows. He won second and third place. Spare tire, we also have the jack and the knockoff hammer. And the battery, of course, is over there in the right rear of the trunk. So if you're looking for a very nice drivable Healey, you could jump in this car and have a lot of fun with it and drive it. It's used to being driven. It's not a garage queen. It's one that can be used and driven as much as you want. The overdrive in this car works spectacularly. As you'll see in my test drive, very quick in and out, both, of course, in third and fourth gear, working just as it was originally designed. And all of the driving of the car, the brakes, the clutch action, the steering, is all very nice and all indicative of a car that has been used and been driven and had some fun with. So the main issue with this car is the older paint, and that's really it. If it were mine, I'd leave it alone and just enjoy it the way it is, which is what it's been doing for the last 35 years. So please ask us if you have any questions. We, of course, are selling the car with a clean Pennsylvania title. I have high confidence this car could be driven great distances for Healey. It's ready to go. So good luck with the auction, and ask us if you have any questions. Thanks for looking at our car.